Hello my friends, when I learned that Dead Hard would be getting a nerf, I thought that I will never use this perk again. So I deleted this perk from my build. And that was the biggest mistake of my life. That was the moment when I realized that I can't live without Dead Hard. I couldn't sleep, eat, I couldn't stop masturbating thinking about Dead Hard.
Oh my god.
And that's when I realized this perk is not useless. Yep, that's right, you heard me right, this perk is not useless. And you might think that it is, and most of the time this perk is pretty useless because this perk has got a significant nerf. Now you either need to get unhooked by someone else or you need to unhook yourself to take advantage of Dead Hard, and it's not guaranteed to work every time, so most of the time Dead Hard is useless. I don't see Dead Hard being popular anymore, and I mean, it's okay, Dead Hard has been dominating Dead by Daylight for so many years, but there is one build in this game which makes Dead Hard extremely powerful, and trust me, you don't want to skip on this, and in this video I will explain to you why this build, including Dead Hard, is actually amazing. And yes, you heard me right, even though Dead Hard is kind of a shitty perk right now, with this build it's not a shitty perk. So yeah, let's get straight into it. But before that, smack that subscribe button if you want me to stick my big penis up your dad's butthole. Okay, so in my opinion, this is the best anti-tunneling build in the game. I've been using this build for so many months, and I was sad because Dead Hard got nerfed. And then I realized that this nerf doesn't change anything. This build is still as powerful as it was before. So if you are getting annoyed by all of the tunneling motherfuckers, all of the killers that are tunneling and camping you, then you will like this build, okay? So let me explain how it works. In this build there are 4 perks. The first perk that we are gonna use is Dead Hard. Then we are gonna use Decisive Strike, Off the Record, and Adrenaline. These perks make a perfect combination, they stack together. Let me explain how this build works. When the killer puts you on a hook and somebody saves you, Off the Record activates, and if the killer tries to tunnel you, after getting hit you will gain an endurance status effect. It means that you will not get downed. If the killer proceeds to tunnel you, after getting hit and going down, your Decisive Strike will activate and you will be able to escape the killer's grasp. If the killer continues to tunnel you, well, that's when you use your Dead Hard. You see, you already got unhooked previously, it means that you are able to use your Dead Hard. And basically, this build is made to waste as much of time as possible. It's like a time waster build. If the killer is tunneler, well, it's a win for you and your team. You are able to waste all of the time on this game, and in the meantime, survivors can repair generators. You might ask me, why do I have to have Adrenaline on my build? Well, this perk is for the end game. You see, when the end game activates, it means when all of the 5 generators are repaired, you are not able to use Decisive Strike anymore. And also, if you are injured, this perk will literally heal you and make you faster, so you can annoy the killer even more. I really wanted to demonstrate to you how this build works in practice, but I went to record some footage for this video, and the first game of the day was Michael Myers with his worst add-on, so this build is not effective against him. And then I got to play against this camping Wraith, so yeah, that's basically Dead by Daylight for you in a nutshell. And yeah, I couldn't record any footage of me using this build to its full potential, but I can provide you with some old footage of me playing with the same build. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got my Off the Record and DS, so I can help someone. Yeah, he can take me. Oh my god! I ran into this place, fuck. Yeah, I could have used my dead hard there, but I didn't see that hatchet coming at me, that's why I went down. But this build is pretty effective and it is my main anti-tunneling build. It's actually my main survivor build in the game. It's still my favorite survivor build as of this moment. But other than this build, dead hard is a pretty shitty perk because it's only effective when you want to go against a tunneler, because why else would you run dead hard? And it's okay, I'm actually very happy about the nerf of dead hard. At least we won't see every single player running dead hard anymore. But the thing is that the minus of using this build, the con of using this build, is that you don't have any gen rushing perks in it, and also not every killer is tunneler. It means that not always your build is gonna be useful. And another minus of using this build is that you don't have any exhaustion perks that will work at any given time. So imagine you are the first survivor in the game to get chased. Well, you don't have any perks to help you with that. You need to get hooked and then tunneled for this build to be very effective. But when it works, then this build is absolutely amazing. And trust me, this build will save so many of you, especially new players who hate getting tunneled. Like, that's one of the reasons why so many newcomers quit Dead by Daylight. They just can't deal with camping, tunneling, etc, etc. And you know, there's no general solution to deal with these problems, at least as of this moment, but this build is a step in the right direction. So Dead hard with this build is a big W. So comment what do you think about it, and subscribe for more Dead by Daylight content. Bye.